Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Modix back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys 3 tips for beginners to make you guys better players of the cycle. So if you watch this video all the way through, you will be getting 3 tips that will help you win more of your matches in the cycle and overall just become a better player of the cycle. So I've been playing the game for about 9 months now, so I know what I'm talking about, guys. We can get some of the highest scores in the game, and you guys can check the leaderboards. I'm up there. I'm not the highest because I haven't been playing as much recently, but we're going to be trying to go for that highest spot soon. So be sure that you guys have notifications on and subscribe while you're at it so you don't miss any of our live stream where we go for our highest VP matches. But guys, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So our first tip that we have is load into a squad or duos game to start off your beginning matches, because basically what this is going to do is you have players to rely on. You can hope that you get into some good games with good players and they can kind of carry you, but if you can't find any good players that will play with you randomly, go into either the prospectors Discord server or the cycle main Discord server, because there are a ton of prospectors that are willing to find newer players and show them the ropes. I will even do this if you guys want, so be sure to let me know in the comments if you guys ever want me to show you how the game works, because I'd love to help you guys out. But the reason why I say to go into duo or squad mode is because the credit gain is so much greater than that of solo mode. You can get way more credits faster, and this is going to allow you guys to test out many more weapons and abilities, and you can even try out more contracts while you're at it. And this is all from just playing a game mode that has a higher credit share. You're going to be getting credits faster, and not to mention, you will also have 3 or 1 other player, depending on which mode you're playing, to rely on. So let's say that you do go for a PvP fight and you're in a huge fight. Well, you have those other players to rely on. It's not all your skill. If you're new to the game, you're not going to be great at PvP right off the bat. I mean, some cases, scenarios, there will be that crazy PvP player coming from a different game, but you basically get to rely on those other players to help you out in those fights. And it's just easier to learn the game in a squad or duos mode, in my opinion. Okay, guys, that was tip number 1. Now we're going to get into tip number 2, and this is to find your loadout. Each player of the cycle is going to play their own different way. For me, I like to use the quick suit and just jump around, and then maybe use an SMG and just spray people down. I have 2 abilities that I know that I always go with: the heavy turret and the directional warp, so that I can get out of trouble. And the heavy turret is just going to help me just apply more pressure to different prospectors. So I know how I play, and I've stuck to it, and that's how I become one of the better players of the cycle, because we have some of the highest spots on the leaderboards. At least in the past we haven't done it recently. This time around, we're going to be trying to go for that more, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to be live streaming that. So if you guys haven't already, subscribe, notifications on so you don't miss a live stream. But the reason why I say to find your loadout is because if you can find the way you want to play, then you're going to be able to start practicing with that playstyle, and you're going to start winning more games because you're going to get better at doing that playstyle. And overall, it's just going to allow you to become a threat in each game. So what you guys want to figure out is, first, what kit you want to run. There's 5 different kits. They basically all play differently. The quick suit is going to be fast. The boxer war suit's slow, but it can take a ton of damage. You have the dragonfly quick suit, fly suit, something like that, and basically you get to fly up in the air and go height on everybody. And then you have the basic prospector suit, and then the Mark II basic prospector suit, and all of these have different mods where you can change them up. So I would definitely recommend just trying out all of them. Give all of them a chance and then figure out which one you like the most. Like I said, I use the quick suit because I love the movement speed, but you could have something different. Don't let my opinion change that. But that's basically what you're going to want to do first. Second, figure out what starter pistol you want to load into the match with, because at the beginning of each cycle match, you're going to be able to load on to Fortuna 3 or Crescent Falls, the second map, which we still have playtests of, and you're going to spawn with 1 weapon. This is your starter pistol. You need to choose the best pistol possible, and we actually have a video on this, so I'm going to link it in an info card on the top right hand corner of your screen right now. So if you want my opinion on the best pistol, be sure to go check that out. But once you get your pistol, you're going to want to go for your main weapons that you're going to purchase from the gear store. You can choose 4 weapons to spawn in with in your gear store, it can be different. Each match, you don't have to stick with one, but you want to choose 4 of these and then 4 abilities. You can hold 2 abilities at all times and then 3 weapons during this current patch of the cycle at once. And then you'll just see it at the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And then your 2 abilities will show up either with the Q keybind or the E keybind to use them. And you also pick them up by holding this. But that's not really important because we actually have a beginner's guide that tells you guys all about that. So that's going to be in an info card as well. But once you find all of your weapon abilities and your kits, then you're going to find your loadout. Then you just have to decide how you want to play. If you want to go for the highest VP, I recommend not going for PvP as much. You're going to want to go for PvE and basically just try to farm out as many credits as possible. But let's say that you want to be a PvP player. There's nothing stopping you. This is a PvEVP game. So you get to make the decision how you want to play and you get to see if it works. I've had tons of games where I've just been bored of just going for those high VPs. So I've decided to play the game somewhat like Fortnite and go and try to kill everyone and win. Because if you're the only person that evacs, you win the game. There's nothing that can stop you unless there's another player that has a higher VP count. But if that happens, just go kill them. You just have to practice your PvP skills in order to do this. But once you get your PvP skills up, you're going to be a much better player and much more of a threat in each lobby. But guys, that basically wraps up that second kit. Now let's go ahead and get into our third and final tip. Okay guys, so this third tip is using the virtual matches to your advantage. The virtual match was just recently implemented, and basically what it is it's a solo match that you load into with nobody else. You get to basically farm up as many credits as you want. You can try all the contracts out, and you can just get a hand of killing all the AIs and just completing the contracts as quickly as possible, because if you want to be a great player of the cycle, you're going to have to be able to get high VP matches even in the worst contract games. So you need to be sure to learn every single contract that you can and get super good at them and figure out where you want to go for each thing. For example, let's say that you have the Velticites. They spawn 1k minerals that are crucial to getting a huge lead at the beginning of the match, because it gives you a VP lead and a credit lead where you can basically purchase your 200 credit weapon, maybe even your 500 credit weapon if you're playing squads and duos and people drop you credits. So you guys want to learn what these locations are, and you just want to learn the map while you're in the virtual match. Guys, if you saw with Fortnite, they implemented a playground mode where you could basically go practice building. And I know there's not building in here, and I know this might seem off topic, but some of the top Fortnite players went in there and practiced nonstop to get their builds right. And the virtual match is basically that for the cycle. You're not going to practice building, but you can practice completing contracts and getting more VPs each solo match. It really teaches you how to play the game. So if you're looking to improve on the cycle, then you need to be sure to use this virtual match to your advantage. I'd spend at least 20 minutes warming up. That's one game of virtual match. You just want to warm up and get to be a better player so that you're actually like hitting your shots, and you can practice aiming on this. Like, you could basically just play it as a normal game and it will get you better. Guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope that these tips did help you guys out. If they did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe with notifications on, because we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I hope this video did help you guys out. This is Modix signing off, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.